This is Richard Quek here. Welcome to another session of my Facebook Live. In today's session, I would like to talk about personal development. And the topic is, environment is more powerful than willpower. I'm sure you realize that, willpower is not good enough. How many times have you tried to change your negative habits by using willpower? Alright, for those people who want to stop smoking using willpower, does it really help? Not really. Alright, for those people who want to get rid of bad habits, they try to use willpower, but it still doesn't work. Because why? Willpower is not strong enough. Because we are very, very weak. Alright, so when you will yourself, it is very difficult. Alright, and most of the time people who use willpower will not succeed. That's why I'm going to talk about willpower. Alright, it's not as good as environment. Environment is more powerful than willpower. Okay, now let's look at environment, how it affects us. Look at it physically, all right, on a physical basis, right? First of all, look at your home, all right, your home or your office. How is it? All right, if you look at somebody who is successful, you look at the environment, the house or the office, it looks very neat and tidy, correct? But the people who are not successful, they got no clarity in their mind whatsoever. Your office is all jumbled up, the house is all dirty, and all the things are not in proper place and so on. So the thing is that, even physically, it reflects our success. Okay? Because the environment that we are in, it dictates how your success is going to be like. Okay? Now, some people say, oh, I want to lose weight, alright? Okay, I use willpower to lose weight. You think it will work or not? Because if the environment is not conducive to losing weight, you will not be able to lose weight. Okay, now let's give you an example, a simple example. If somebody wants to lose weight, will herself to lose weight, alright? But when you go to the fridge, you open the fridge, you see chocolate bar in the fridge, you see ice cream in the fridge, you see donut in the fridge. Well, the environment is not conducive, that's for sure. Because why? No matter how strong your willpower is, when you open that fridge, well, let me tell you, all your willpower is gone. Are you with me? Maybe one time, two times, you can use your willpower, but over a long period of time, willpower will not work. I hope those examples already show you that, environment is more important than willpower. So if you want to lose weight, all right, take away all the chocolate, the ice cream, the donuts, and so on from the fridge. Because the environment is not conducive to losing weight. All right, you want an environment that is conducive to losing weight, then take away all the things and throw it in the rubbish bin. Isn't it true? Okay, the other thing that I think is important is that, people talk about vision board, right? A dream chart or dream board or whatever it is. That is also very important, because if you have a dream board and a dream chart that you place in your office, all right, or in your house somewhere that you see regularly, then it will change your mindset. All right, it will remind you of what your desire is, what your dream is. So environment is very, very important. That's talking about on the physical side. All right, now let's talk about the mental side as well. Environment is very important, especially for the mental as well. I'm sure you heard about Jim Rohn, right? Jim Rohn is the one who said this. He quoted this, You are the average of the 5 people you spend most of your time with. Isn't it true? Because the people that we spend most of our time with, they are going to define our life. Alright, now what he says is that, take a piece of paper, write down the name of the 5 friends that you spend your time with most of the time. These are your buddy, you go drinking with, you go drinking coffee with, you go everywhere together with these people, right? List 5 names there. And on the right hand side, write down how much do they earn. Alright? Add up all the 5 and divide it by 5. That is the figure you are going to earn as well, because you are the average of the 5 people that you spend your time with. That is the truth. Alright, I like what Penna say. Alright, then Penna says, he said, show me your friend and I'll show you your future. How true it is. Okay, the people that you associate with will determine your success or your failure. That's for sure. So it's important. You want success, then you will have to be clear that you got to associate with people who are successful. Alright, now I'm sure you have seen TV, movies or whatever, or in real life as well, or people, they take a child from a very, very deprived or very poor family, alright, and the child is brought up by somebody who's rich, very successful, alright, And you know what happened? The child will grow up, although coming from a very poor family, the child will grow up to be very, very successful. Because why? The child is now in the environment of somebody who is successful. All right? I mean, look at Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise also inherited, some children from deprived family and so on. And you know what happened? They stayed with him and so on, and he cared for them. And today, they become successful as well, although they come from a very, very deprived family. Okay, so that's why it is. And you have seen as well the opposite of it, that, a child from a rich family, when they take and put in a poor family, you know what happened to the child? The child become poor. Okay, the mindset become negative and so on. All right, I'm sure you know this story very well. Okay, a child from a very, very rich family got lost in the jungle and, kept by the apes. All right, so what happened to the child? Speak also like an ape. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, the story of Tarzan, right? It's the same thing, right? Alright, so basically environment is so important. So if you want to be successful, make sure that you consciously choose who you associate with, because the greatest gift that you have been endowed with is the gift of choice. You can choose who you want to associate with. Alright, if you want to be successful, then choose consciously to associate with people who are highly successful. Alright, and it is your choice. It doesn't mean that you're proud, you're snobby, but you want to be successful, choose who you associate with. That's so important. Alright, so I ask you, who do you associate with most of the time? If you are not successful, I can only tell you for sure you are associating with the wrong group of people. That's it. Alright, now I give you another example. Alright, if a person do not smoke, alright, if the person does not smoke, but every time mixed in the company of people who smoke, you know what happened? One day, our friend will become a smoker as well, because the environment is conducive to smoking. Or, alright, a person who doesn't gamble, alright? If a person doesn't gamble, a good chap, doesn't gamble, but he always associates with people who gamble all the time, you know what happened? After a matter of time, he becomes a gambler as well. Just like alcohol as well, a person who don't drink alcohol, but associate with people who drink, it's not surprising. One day, they become an alcoholic as well. So, environment is so important. Alright, so ask yourself, who are you associating with most of the time? This is a very serious question. Alright, because if you are not successful today, it only means that you have to change who you associate with. That's it. Because you're associating with the wrong people. I know it's tough, to be able to change. But you have to be conscious to change. Alright? You have to be conscious to change. And like I said just now, basically, willpower sometimes is not easy. So you got to put yourself in the right environment. That's it. You got to force yourself to join the right company, the right association, maybe the right group of people, business association, or whatever is the right group of people who are successful. That's it. Alright? And the other thing that's important as well, who do you listen to? Alright, a lot of people, they listen to the wrong advice. That's why their life goes that direction. Alright? I mean, Napoleon here in his book, Think and Grow Rich, he said, opinion is the cheapest commodity on earth. Everyone is willing to throw their opinion at you because it's free. But if you want to be successful, look at the life of the person who giving you the opinion, because that is the direction you are going. Seriously, that's the direction you are going. Alright? So you have to associate with the right people, listen to advice of the people who can help you to move forward. Most of all, listen to people who are successful. I'm sure some of you have heard about the story, how I authored my first book, right? I didn't ask any Tom, Dick, and Harry how to write a book. Okay, I get advice from somebody who has authored a book. He has authored a book, and I got advice from him, and because of that, I came out with my first book within 3 months, and today I've got more than 10 books that I've authored. Why? I asked the opinion of somebody who has done it. I mean, if I ask somebody who has not authored a book, you know what they will tell you? I don't think you can do it, Richard. I personally have not authored a book. After all, your English is not so good. You are not that creative. Well, at the end of the day, you see, people always say this, don't let anybody steal your dream. Alright, especially those who give you all the wrong advice. Look at all the leaders of the world, alright? They all are successful because they got very good advisor. Advisor is so important. If you got the wrong advice, that's it. So, in conclusion, environment is more powerful than willpower. Are you with me? So ask yourself, if you are not successful yet, who are you listening to? Who are you associating with? then you have to make a conscious choice, because your greatest gift is the gift of choice. You can choose who you want to associate with. You want to be successful, associate with people who are successful. All right. Now, it's not just mean, it doesn't only mean physically, you know, you talk to these people, you meet them. Reading books also, yeah, you know, in the right environment, because if you read books from people like Jim Rohn, although he has already passed away, but you are associating with him because you write his book, you read his book. All right, so it's so important. Association, not only you meet somebody personally, face to face, but by reading their materials, their books, and so on. All right, so I hope that you learn something here. All right, I think it's a very important topic for you to understand that if you want to be successful, you got to choose the right environment, the right people as well. Okay, who can help you to achieve what you want. Okay, so let me summarize for you. Environment is more powerful than willpower in the physical sense. You know, what is the condition of your house, your office, and so on, whether it's cluttered or it is nicely, clean and tidy and so on. All right. And then if you want to lose weight, make sure your fridge don't have all those things that will prevent you from losing weight. All right. And have a vision board as well. All right. And Jim Rohn quoted that, you are the average of the 5 people you spend most of your time with. That's so important. All right. And a child raised by a rich family, coming from a poor family, raised by a rich family, can become very successful as well. It's not where they are born, but how they are raised. Okay? Likewise, the same thing. A child from a rich family, if brought up by a poor family, the child become poor. Okay? So, remember, association is so important. So, lastly, who do you listen to? If you want to be successful, then listen to the right people. Okay? So, I hope you learned something here. If you like what you hear and see, please feel free to like, to share, and to comment. All right? I appreciate your time that you spend with me here. All right? And really, please feel free to like, to share, and to comment. Especially, engagement is so important. And I appreciate it very much. If you just put a comment, even a thumbs up or whatever it is, just a comment will be good. Are you with me? Okay? So, that's all from me, from Richard Quek from Malaysia. All right? I will see you again on Friday with another session of my Facebook Live. So this is Richard Quek from Malaysia, wishing you good night and goodbye.